EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Blues of Austin taking on the Wizards of Toronto. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
First and 10. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. When you look at this defense, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Vaughn. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. He'll keep it himself. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Wizards are on the board first here this afternoon. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Townsend. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. But you look at this defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
That was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
To throw on 2nd down. Townsend, flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And it is caught, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, 38. Clean down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. In motion left goes a tight end. They start the drive with Vaughn. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, a run with Vaughn. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Set, cut. Yellow, line. 22 needle. Ready, ready.
On 1st down, Townsend. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Off play action. Townsend. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Townsend. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
First down.
Back to throw again. Looking sideline, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Throwing on 3rd and long. Townsend eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. So they bring out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Taking it about the 36. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready. Red, cycle. Set.
On 1st and 10, Townsend. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On the set.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Black one.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Townsend. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Lamb will go in motion.
18, Pioneer. Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, as the first half is winding down. And the Wizards have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
62 classes. 10 cycles. Practice, 6.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Townsend going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
To throw on second down, Townsend. He'll find Metcalf. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Townsend. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And on now is the punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable here from the 38. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So another interception for him on the year. He is making quite a splash in his rookie campaign.
And most linebackers feel they're lucky if they get 1 or 2 of these a year, because once you start getting a 3, 4, and 5, that's when you know you've got a special player and someone the quarterbacks have to account for.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Let's go.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Running behind center with Vaughn.
Breaks through the contact. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
On first down, they go back to Vaughn again.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 2nd and 8.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes up.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Deuce Vaughn, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Townsend. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First down, Blues.
Ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Austin.
Drill 3.
Back to throw. Townsend. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Right. 6, 7. Black shot. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Townsend. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Townsend. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Okay.
The
Ready?
8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
3.
That's out to the left and complete.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Blues are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. Great start to the 2nd quarter, better than 30 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Vaughn. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
113 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
19, Tiger. 19, Bravo 80. Go.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. It's Vaughn. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So the false start will back them up 5. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Wizards get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Townsend. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Townsend. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3